Hi, I'm Kelly and I'm the photographer for Women on the Move Gambia.
Evening everyone, welcome to the exhibition. I'm going to take you on a virtual tour of the gallery and tell you the stories behind the images in this exhibition. The video is about 13 minutes long, and afterwards I'm going to be live on Instagram taking some questions, so I hope you guys have got a few for me. So let's begin. I want to give you a quick bit of background information about the exhibition. So let's start on the smiling coast of West Africa, the Gambia. I've been going to the Gambia for about 5 years now with a small local charity that directly sponsors children to go to school. I started out by making a video with them, and every year I go back, help out with the charity, have a holiday, and really get to know the local people. I found out about a group of families that were refugees from another West African country, and I was interested to hear more about their story. So this year I decided to do a project documenting their story. I also invited with me Mandy Yeovil, who is a writer, also from Cornwall, and she brought her 2 daughters. So with Fatu, the translator, and Mandy, we went and approached the families and asked them to participate. I started out doing some Insta photos with the children, really getting to know them all as a family. I went back on several occasions, and so that we were able to get enough images and as much detail as we can for Mandy to write her zine. Flying home to the UK, I'm back in Camborne in Cornwall. I opened my new gallery, the Trello. After working on the exhibition, it is now ready, and this month we open to the public. So I'm now going to take you on the virtual tour of the exhibition. I'm going to start with these 4 women who are the centre of our exhibition. Their names are Therese, Elizabeth, Nadi and Odit. And these women came from Guinea-Bissau, another West African country, to the Gambia. They are, as they say, economic refugees. Those are the words they've chosen. They brought with them 4+ children each. They were all also single parents when they came over. They said that they came because they wanted to have a new start with a better economic future. Guinea-Bissau is a very poor country. It has a lot of political instability. In fact, in the short time that we were in Gambia, it actually had 2 presidents. So we're going to look at the central image of the exhibition. This image, as you can see, is a teenage girl hanging some washing. The significance of this is that the women, when they came to Gambia, went door to door asking for washing. So they set up their own enterprise doing the washing in the community. So the washing is the centre of this exhibition. It's enabled them to become independent, to send their children to school, and to survive and also prosper in this new country. So here we look at the washing basket. This image here of the 2 children going through the doorway, I chose this one because I wanted to show how the children were running around on the building site where the families live. It's quite a rustic area. There's a lot of dust and building work everywhere. The families will have to leave this area soon and find a new home. This image that we see of a teenage girl holding a baby is after the bath time of the toddlers. The teenage girls do a lot of work in the community, a lot of domestic chores, and this teenager's job was to bath all the young toddlers. As you can see, this little one's super cute, wrapped in a lovely piece of fresh muslin after her bath time. As we move around the exhibition, from the introduction of the 4 women and the introduction to the washing, we now move over to some of the images of the children. Of course, they make this exhibition. This little guy particularly was popular in the exhibition to people coming in. I think this is probably one of my favourite images. Moving over to this little girl, I chose her because this really shows the atmosphere of the compound in which the families live. You've got the building work behind, but then you've also got the lovely clean washing. As you can see, this little girl's very well dressed. She was just toddling about the compound that evening, playing with the washing. And as we move up to this little guy, you can see he's a lot shyer than the other children. He was probably the only child in the compound that wasn't too keen on having his photo taken. As we move around the exhibition, we see Luna here, our gallery dog. I'm moving over to the next wall. This is a selection of images aimed to show life in the compound where the families are living communally. These families, they eat together, the children play together. Although they are 4 separate families, they are really united as one. So we're going to start with the central image, which has been a big talking point in this exhibition. We can see here the iron, which has cinders inside the iron. The women use this because they don't have electric in the compound. So, moving over to this image inside the rooms, you can see it's very dark in here again because there is no electric. But you can see here this mother on her phone, which shows they do have solar powered technology. Over here you can see another young teenage girl busy doing the washing. You can see the numbers here on this door. This correlates to people that come around and sell them the toiletries. So they write a tally on the door. Often phone numbers are also seen on the doors and other notes because they don't have paper. Here you can see a group of the children from these 4 women gathered outside the houses. And here we've got their only pet, a cockerel. I was really happy, as from a photography point of view, how clear a lot of the images came out when we printed them large. As you can see, this cockerel's come out really well. We've used an art paper, just in case you're interested, so it doesn't have any glare on it. That's why we're able to film this so nicely. And obviously there's no glass in the frames. So moving over to this, another young teenager, busy cooking dinner. A lot of people coming to the exhibition commented on the bowl of fruit and the colour in that image. The fruit would have come from the market, which is just up the road from this compound. In the background you can see some of the men chilling, waiting for their dinner. And as we move up to the top row is dedicated to the children before school, so all 3 images were taken before school time. This is one of the older teenagers, and you see he's holding some football boots. So in Gambia, if a family can afford to buy their children football boots, then they are seen to be quite affluent. So this is again an indication that this family is doing very well, is very self-sufficient, and is really able to provide for their family. This is a young girl that's on her way to school. All the kids loved being in school. They were all very positive when we talked to them about their education. In this young boy's hands, he's holding some money that was just given to him from his mother. You can see the washing basket behind because, again, it's that symbol that due to the washing business, they're able to provide for their children. and they're able to go to school, and they're helping that next generation of young people. So there we have the central images that are in our exhibition in the gallery. And then moving over to our zine magazine. This is our zine magazine, which is basically a mini magazine. Now, the zine gives a lot more information about this project and the women's stories as told by Mandy Yeovil, who has given us a fantastic written account of these women's lives and what they said, lots of their quotes. And you can also see more of my images in the zine as well. The great thing about the zine is having that physical copy after this exhibition, and we're also been able to share that, and we're going to be taking a lot of these copies back to the families as well over in Gambia. You'll see on this page there's some cute kids drawings. They did these on my iPad. And also there's some Instax photos. I wanted to do something with the kids, so we did a quick art workshop where we took photos of them all, a bit like a school photo, which I gave them, and did these drawings. You'll notice that the kids draw stuff that's just universal, that kids draw everywhere. They draw their pet, they draw their house, they draw a person. You'll see here the Meet the Artist page that has myself, Mandy and Fatu, our fantastic translator. I'm also going to post a video of Mandy reading the zine so you can actually listen to that. Of course, we opened during the COVID pandemic, so it was a very challenging exhibition to get started for lots of reasons, but was just so grateful that we were able to open.
So I hope you enjoyed this digital exhibition. So I'm going to be taking some questions. So if you want to message me your questions, and then tomorrow on Instagram I'm going to be answering them. Okay. Also, if you want to buy a zine, they're in my zine shop, which I'll put the link in the bio for this video.